Hi everyone, it's Annalisa from In the Hidden Kingdom. So today I want to focus on the beginning stages of the twin flame journey, this beautiful journey that we are on. And I know right now it doesn't seem so beautiful, right? If you're in separation, it's not going to feel very beautiful. In fact, it's very confusing as to why all of this is going on. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. All of us have gone through the beginning phases, and it does get better. I promise. It does get better. As you go forward in the journey, it does get easier because you're going to learn so much more about this journey and why things are happening. And things are happening for you, not to you. And I know it doesn't seem that way at all. It seems like everything is against you right now, but it's really happening for you. When you first meet your twin flame, it's an undescribable feeling. I mean, I can use so many words to describe the feeling. Whether you met this person in the upper realms, or you met this person online, or you met this person through text or email, whatever it may be, it's really undescribable. It's the connection is so strong and unlike any other connection, right, that you've had with anyone. And everything is so beautiful in the beginning. And you think that you're going to be with this person forever, right, in the 3D. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite go that route. And you're trying to figure out what the heck just happened here. What happened? Because now they blocked you. They're telling you some crazy story. Or you just don't hear from them. They just ghost you. And you're left with nothing. And that's really hard because this is not a typical relationship, a soulmate, or any other you can call it a karmic relationship, whatever terminology you want to use. But it's not typical because any other relationship you're going to get over, whether it takes a few months, 6 months, right? Most people get over relationships. But this, this you don't get over. This person is on your mind all the time. And you're trying to figure out what is going on. And this beginning phase, you may have heard of this expression called the bubble love phase. You can name it whatever you want, right? So we'll just call it the beginning phase. And the beginning phase is beautiful, right? Whether it lasts for a day or lasts for 2 weeks, and typically it doesn't last that long. It usually lasts, I've heard that it lasts, with people that I have spoken to, divine feminines that I have spoken to. I've heard one person it lasted like 5-6 months, but that's tops. Typically it's a few months, even a few weeks. And you're trying to get a handle of why this is happening. And it's not easy because unless you have heard of the twin flame concept, you're searching online and there's so much information out there that it can be really hard to resonate with. And some of it is accurate and a lot of it isn't. And it's up to you to really discern what resonates for you. And I do believe that you meet the right people at the right time. And what's important is that at this time, you're going through heck, right? You're going through a lot of emotions. And I know how hard that can be. And not understanding what is going on. And the beginning phase happens because your soul was activated. And your soul knew it was time to meet your twin flame so you have this spiritual awakening. Now, I know you may not care anything about a spiritual awakening. You may not want anything to do with a spiritual awakening, but we have to come to terms that that is what it is. Whether we like it or not, that's what it is. And this is an agreement that you had with your divine creator before you came to Earth. And although you may not remember it, and most twin flames don't remember it, and it's not meant for us to remember. It's meant for twin flames to go through it. And it's really hard because you might not even want anything to do with an awakening. You just want your twin flame back and have that connection that you've had with this person from the beginning. And I just want to say that this connection is the beginning of a new life for you, a new rebirth. And it's happening for you because it's going to show you that you are so much more than just the body and the mind. You're so much more than your vessel, right? Just our skin and our body. You're so much more than that. You're a spiritual being in a physical body, and you have so much potential. And as you go forward, you're going to learn so much about yourself and connecting to the universe. And the universe is waiting for you to connect and to trust and to surrender. And I'm here to tell you that it is so magical. It is such an experience that when you reach a state of peace and surrender, nothing scares you. Nothing. No matter what is happening around you. And I know that if you're in the beginning, again, in that addictive energy, and just trying to understand, trying to get information about what the heck is going on here, that it's hard to see beyond that. It's hard to see that this is an awakening, that this is meant to transform you. And you may not want to be transformed, right? Way back in the beginning, when I was activated, I didn't want to be transformed. I just wanted my twin flame back. I just want to understand, like, why did he take off? Why? What did I do? And there's a tendency to blame yourself. Oh, I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have done this. Or I shouldn't have called him. Or I shouldn't have texted this. And none of that really matters. So don't try not to put pressure on yourself. Forget about that. It doesn't matter. What you said and what you did is exactly what you should have done. But this is exactly what goes through your mind, that you've done something wrong, that you could have prevented them from leaving. But this isn't a regular relationship. And try not to think of it like you've done anything wrong. You haven't. I promise, you haven't done anything wrong. They left because their feelings they couldn't handle. So they left because that's the only way they know how to cope. So everything that you did was perfect. And you're such a beautiful soul. You are beautiful. And it may not feel that you are beautiful, but you are. I'm here to tell you, you are. You're a beautiful soul. And you have a lot to give back to the world. And this may trigger you because you may not want to be in an awakening. And it's not meant to trigger you. It's meant to let you know that this is an awakening and that the beginning phase happens for everyone. And it's there to let you know how beautiful you are inside. That love that you felt for your twin flame is actually the love that you have for yourself. Because, I'm going to tell you, because your twin flame is who? Your twin flame is you. You are your twin flame. You are the same soul essence, the same soul frequency, the same energetic field. You share the same energetic field as your twin flame. So they are you. So that love, that beautiful feeling of love, connection, depth, and there's so many words I can use to describe what you felt, but all that is within you. And the journey is meant to allow you to know that all these feelings are you. It's all about you. And you will reach that state again, that state of that bubble love phase, that first initial phase. You will reach that again, but you'll realize that all of that is you, and you're worth it. What you felt for them is what you feel for yourself. Now, you may not be feeling this right now because you're in pain, you're in agony, you're in despair. You want to pick up the phone and call them and say, what is going on? Or, try to find another avenue to connect with them again. And, you may be going through that addictive energy of trying to find out what's going on with them and trying to look at their pictures and trying to look at their social medias. But you want to, try not to do that, because you want to bring all the energy back onto you. Doing that will only keep you in separation. So you want to bring it all back, bring that energy all back to yourself. And I would encourage you to try to find things that you like to do. And I know how hard this is. You don't want to think about anything else. You want to go underneath your covers, not go to work and do nothing. Just wait for your twin flame to call you, right? Or text you. You always have your phone next to you because you're waiting for them to contact you. But you want to bring all that energy back onto you. And try to find one thing that you like to do, or one or two things. And try to do those things, whether it be read a book or maybe watch your favorite TV show. To really, get distracted, but try not to get too distracted where you're just avoiding your feelings, right? Because that could be unhealthy too. You don't want to, go to the gym or go for a walk for 5 hours. Then you're just distracting yourself, right? Because you don't want to think about it. So you want to find things that makes your soul happy, right? And it does get easier, I promise. As you find those things that make you a little bit happier each day, it does get better, because this journey is very complex. It's very, very complex. And there's so many different parts of the journey. And they don't necessarily happen in steps. They can happen all at once, or they can happen in different steps. It's not really linear, where it happens, here's a first step, here's a second, here's a third. It doesn't really happen like that. And some twins go through, this whole journey, and they, come back to a sense of unity, right? A sense of peace. And some take a little bit longer than others, and that's okay. You don't want to compare your journey to anybody. Your journey is your individual journey. You never want to put a time frame to it, because if you do, you're just going to set yourself back. And really, in the 5D, time means nothing. It's just an illusion anyway. Time is all man-made, right? But I'm just here. I want to just kind of focus on that beginning phase and let you know that you're not alone, that you are beautiful, and this is happening for you. And bring the energy all back into yourself. And it does get easier. Just bring that energy all back into yourself, into your heart, and begin loving yourself. Because this journey is about self-love. It's all about self-love. So hang in there. You'll be fine. Check out my other YouTubes. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to other YouTubes that I have. And catch me on my next one.